All right, I'm here. I'm with Peter from In Flames. How's it going, man?
Very good, thank you.
Awesome. Man, first off, that opening band, Silosis, man, those guys are crazy. Have you had a chance to catch them at all?
Yes, definitely. I saw them first time I was sound checking in Lubbock after a few days, I think. And then I saw them last night and a couple of times before. They're really good band.
Yeah.
Very innovative and great musicians.
Yeah, tonight's the first time I've seen them, or honestly, I wasn't familiar with them at all. I'm blown away. Those guys are tearing it up out there.
Definitely.
All right, we're at the Lamb of God tour right now. Man, how's the tour going overall?
Very good, I'd say. I mean, for us, it's a lot of different markets, towns that we usually don't hit, that they seem to have a big following in. So for us, it's great tour to do. We get a good exposure with people that normally probably wouldn't go to an In Flames show. So I'm very pleased.
That's awesome. Man, first off, this is one of Randy's first tours back.
Yeah.
Man, have you noticed that the crowd's been a little bit crazier, heavier than maybe they normally would be at some of the shows that you normally play? What's the energy and atmosphere like throughout the tour?
It's been very good. I think that most people are very excited to be here for all bands, it seems. I mean, Hatebreed is a huge band that's been around for a long time as well, so I think the whole package is really good, and people seem to be excited over it. Lamb of God is the headliner, and that's definitely visible. But I think that's the way it should be. We're here to warm their crowd up, and hopefully gain a few new fans. And I think we go out there and we do what we do best. We just go out and play music and enjoy ourselves. And hopefully that will rub off a bit on the audience, so they appreciate what they see in here.
Yeah, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You've got In Flames and Lamb of God played quite a few shows together. Really familiar with each other. Whether it be Mayhem Festival, over Euro shows.
Yeah, we've done quite a few tours together, actually.
Yeah. One thing I've noticed and learned is that when bands are really familiar with each other and really good friends, you can sense that. The fans pick up on it, it shows, and it just makes for an altogether better tour and better show altogether.
It's definitely a better vibe, absolutely. I mean, we've done tours where everybody doesn't really quite get along, or, there might be a headline band that keeps to themselves and it's all, separated and you're not allowed to walk in their dressing room and stuff like that, But this tour is really open. Like I said, everybody knows each other, and it's just people are hanging out whenever they feel like it. It's very relaxed.
Awesome. You guys are right now, you're supporting last year's release, Sounds of Playground Fading. First off, great album.
Thank you.
It's been really well received by fans and the media.
Yeah, definitely.
Man,
that's the first.
Yeah.
It's either or.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's rare for both sides to really love an album. Tell me a little bit about the record.
Well, it's the first record we recorded as a 4-piece, because Niklas wasn't taking part in the actual record. I think none of us really knew what to expect when we went in, making a record for the first time without Jesper, but we came out on the other side, and I'm so pleased with it. It's obviously, like every record is going to be the best one that we ever did, but this definitely is. It's our best record, for sure, and I think it shows where we are today. We're more mature or whatever, when it comes to the music, at least. So the Bear, that's not very mature. Right? And I think we've grown a lot as both musicians and songwriters, and I'm just very pleased with it.
Awesome. Like you said, first album was a 4-piece. You weren't sure what to expect when you went into it. And for, that to be going on when you go into record an album, when it's done, for it to be as well received and for fans to eat it up as much as they have. What does that mean to you as artists and musicians who have put so much time and effort into this album?
Well, it means everything, I'd say. I mean, we go in and we do what we do best. Obviously, when I said I wasn't sure what to expect, that might be a little wrong. Obviously, I was expecting a great record to come out. Björn wrote all the riffs and I heard them before, so I knew what to expect, basically. And I think when we go into the studio, we basically go in with 100% energy, and it takes a lot of time and effort to make a record. Obviously, you have fun while doing it, but when you get good criticism after that, that's definitely something really valuable. When people don't like it, and it's easy just to shrug it off, because we did what we wanted to do anyways. But when you do it, when we're pleased with it, and when fans are pleased and the media is pleased, then it's a win-win.
Yeah. First off, how's the family doing back home?
Good.
Awesome. What's it like? I asked a lot of bands the same question. Everybody's response is different, but especially coming overseas to another country, what's it like, and how do you adjust to being away from your family?
Oh, lots of phone calls, Skype, You know, I don't know. There's no real recipe for it. I think everybody does it differently. Some people speak to their family all the time, you know, and some don't. I tend to do it the way that they want it to. You know, I mean, it's easier for me to just block everything out while I'm up here, and but as soon as they want to talk to me, I talk to them, and obviously I call them every day and text and everything. It's not something you ever get used to. It's a difficult thing, but I mean, this is the life that I chose to live, and you know, that's what I do.
Awesome. In Flames, you guys have been around for quite some time.
Yeah.
How do you keep it fresh going into the studio recording each album? I mean, I heard that you guys might even you're thinking about recording again next year even. When you've been around for as long as you guys have, how do you keep putting out new material, keep it original, and just how do you go into each session?
I mean, we write and arrange it in a way that we, you know, that gives us pleasure, so to speak. You know, we would never do the same song twice. You know, and it has actually never happened that this song reminds me of something else. Everything is just fresh. We try to move on and do something that's, you know, feels comfortable. I think it just comes natural.
Awesome. In Flames, your shows tend to be very visual. Actually, last night I was watching some clips. I actually found your Wacken performance from earlier. That was insane. That was so cool.
That was very fun,
what was it like to just put all of that together, and how much time do you take to plan your set and your performances?
Oh, lots. I mean, just as an example, last night we were talking about next summer's festival.
Wow.
How we're going to do. So it takes a lot of time, a lot of on the ID stages, so to speak, a lot of planning depending on what slot you're playing, you know, on the festivals, and you know if it's going to be dark out and stuff like that. And it takes a lot of time. Then obviously we have people who does it for us. We come up with the first couple of ideas, or you know, at least we talk about it, and then we decide something together, and then they make it happen.
Awesome.
But it's amazing. I mean, I wish that we could bring that type of show over here, but unfortunately not. We haven't been able to yet because of venue sizes and you know budgets and all that stuff. But one day, because those shows are really fun to do. I mean, these are also definitely really fun. But I'd like to show the American audience, you know, how our European shows usually look like.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of similarities, but also a lot of differences between European tours, festivals, and shows, and over here. And yeah, I know you probably get asked a lot what the differences are, but with all the places you've played, if there's some places you haven't had a chance to play yet, what are some of those that you would love to play someday?
Oh, I'd love to go to India, for instance. You know, there's a lot of countries in Asia that I've never been to, and I'd like to go more. We've been to a lot of cool places, you know, and there are many left, you know, Israel, there's a lot of Saudi Arabian countries that I would like to go to, but haven't been able to for various reasons, you know, but I mean, it's a big world, you know.
Is there anybody that you haven't had a chance to play with that maybe you'd like to?
Yeah, I got that question the other day, and I said Rush.
Nice.
You know, that would be a weird package, but, you know, for me,
that'd be interesting.
It would rule.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, you know, you're a bass player. Who are some of your favorite bass players ever?
Okay, Lee is definitely one of them. I think basically all people that ever played with Toto, you know, Mike Porcaro, wasn't Steve Hungate, Jeff Hungate, I forget his first name, but there's a lot of good ones. Jan Majon, Dream Theater, Chris Squire from Yes. There's so many, but I never really had a real bass hero that I looked up to. I want to be like that guy. I just happened to be, you know, interested in bass and drum routine.
Yeah, what led you to bass? A lot of kids are growing up, they want to be the lead singer or the guitarist. What made you pick bass?
We were 3 guitar players, and I was the worst one. That's God's honest truth, you know. That's how it was. I was like 14, 15, and wanted to play guitar as well, but the other guys were better, so I started playing bass, and found out that I actually enjoyed it. I enjoyed the symbiosis between drums and bass, and kind of creating some, you know, melodies in between, trying to be a little bit more than just a backbone to that, and that's something that I'm still trying to, you know, fulfill.
Now, back in Sweden, you guys actually you opened a restaurant.
Yeah.
What led you to do that? And tell me a little bit about the restaurant.
Too much time, I'd say. We were sitting in Taiwan, actually, me and Björn, before we were going to record the last record and have some time off, and just talked about what we wanted to do. And then, you know, he was interested in opening a bar, and I wanted a restaurant. So we said, let's do it together. how easy, how hard can it be? You know, that's what we thought, but it turned out to be really hard. We started out as a kind of a mix. One area kind of English pub feeling, and the other area fine dining stuff. Since that we moved away from that, now we're like a burger and beer place. So we have lots and lots of different burgers and lots of different beer, and that's a great combination. So. And it's obviously music orientated, so there's a lot of rock and roll, hard rock there. We got some events where people sing and play. Like Matt from Shiving was there the other day.
Oh, nice. Okay.
For instance, and people are gonna keep on doing that. So it's kind of a nice rock place of Gothenburg with really, really good food and lots of beer.
I actually heard that you guys had a burger named after you in like Holland at one point. I thought that was kind of interesting. That's kind of cool.
But that's true. But I think that was just for the one night.
Okay.
Because I remember seeing that actually.
Yeah.
They had the In Flames burger. I think it was just since
okay.
we had a show,
Okay. That was kind of interesting. You've had some chances to collaborate with like Pendulum. Sometimes it's good for artists, I think, to collaborate with other artists. You can learn something and bring it back. And have you had a chance to maybe collaborate with some artists and other bands, and maybe some stuff carried back over into In Flames?
Well, more mainly on like local level. I play with some of the Evergrey guys and Death Destruction, Dark Tranquility guys and stuff like that. And I think playing with any musician is always inspiring. You can then always learn something, and you can always bring back into your own thing. That's I try to do that as much as I can, having different projects at home, whether it's your own songs or we just do some tribute stuff for fun, whatever. Just an excuse to play with other musicians. I love doing that. So.
Awesome.
Yeah, but not on an international level, besides Pendulum.
Right. So after the Lamb of God tour is over, I know it's still pretty early in the tour, but after this tour is over, what are we looking for? What can we look forward to from In Flames? Maybe some 2013 plans yet?
Oh yeah, definitely. We're gonna go over to North America, I guess in February. Looking at dates right now.
Okay.
First, we're doing this 70,000 tons of metal boat, the ship cruise, whatever.
Oh yeah.
And then in addition to that, after that we'll go out and hopefully do North America all over.
Cool.
We will keep on touring for about another 12 months. Then we start moving.
Awesome. Hey man, I want to thank you for taking time to talk to me. It's been great. Thanks a lot.
Cool.